Hello everyone, good day, welcome. We're going to do the All Signs health reading today for September 2025. It's going to be a pick a card, as you can see, so there might be a card that you're tuning in here too. I'll just move the deck out of the way. It was interesting when right before I kind of just, tuned into the cards to get the three options here, the three groups, how the angels wanted to group everybody. I was doing like dancing. I was drawn to put on a playlist that I like to just dance around, kind of stupid and whatever too. So movement, I don't know if movement or just like dancing, joy, getting the body moving, standing up, getting active. I don't know if that's kind of going to be a general theme. But yeah, I was drawn to just kind of share that with you, that I just was interested in having a little dance break before I got into this reading. If you need more time to pick your card, please pause the video. Otherwise, my timestamp below. I'm an organic reader, so I'm just going to move the cards here out of the way for group one. And we'll start here. So let's get the chart that I had that. Sorry, guys. Let's get our health chart out for the charms. Make sure everything's on screen. And as always, I thank my first group for being with me on figuring out the setup and how many cards we want. So let's get the charms here. Okay, let's see. Our first group, what are some collective health concerns or areas of focus for overall health and well-being? Just going back to where I felt some clicking and noise. I don't know if you can hear that, but my dog just got up and started walking around. All I could hear is his footsteps in the background, and I was just talking in the intro about getting up and moving and dancing. And it's not like him to suddenly get up and move. Usually he is more than happy to hang out in his bed while he knows I'm doing readings. Just making sure all the charms, and I like to just put them upright if that makes sense to do so. That one's playing there. Okay. So let's get some cards to go with the charms, and then we'll get into your reading. Group number one. Let's see. Ooh, they don't usually flip out. Actually, yesterday was the only other time, or I guess the first time, that cards started to fly out of the deck. Usually they just kind of, I don't know how to describe it, they just kind of shine or have a bit of more emphasis. They just kind of stand out in the deck. Don't worry, we'll move these around. Okay, they want to go to the other side. Maybe it's because they know I'm left-handed. Try to make it a little easier for me. I'm just trying to make sure they're on camera here. Okay. And I'm going to move the camera since it's a little bit off. Not sure I did that. Did I move it while I was shuffling and stuff? Maybe. I'm just going to move these other cards out of the way too, because they're kind of in my arm area. All right. Timestamp for all of our friends that like to skip ahead and just join us at the message, and then we'll get into it here. So, kicking us off with the card that you were tuning into, that you were drawn to for your health reading this month, September, a little spiritual health checkup on what to be focused on or talk to our health team about. I don't know about you, but I'm really drawn into the kind of tops of the trees here. I guess they're more orange, kind of mixed in here. And in terms of health, for me, this looks like, you know, when you zoom in on the microscope and they show like little, I don't know what they're called, like polyps or maybe a little, I don't want to say cyst. It doesn't feel like cyst. It just feels like a little, exactly what I'm seeing here. But I feel like they're like on the lungs. Maybe this group is suffering right now with like fall or seasonal allergies. Maybe you have some kind of chest congestion or something on the chest that's getting removed here. Because there's a calmness. Like I'm not extremely concerned. I'm just kind of going through sort of this healing motion, right? The couple here, the two individuals here, just kind of watching each side here. Is there? I don't know if there's people there, but I feel like there's a person here, kind of removing this top here. So it's like at work, and you can see your body. Again, I feel I'm at the microscopic level here with all of you. I feel I'm looking at like the way the body's working, right? Our bloodstream sends in the cells to kind of attack that infection, right? Clear it. So you can see everything else is floating around, and then you have this one. And look at these, the blood sending in the caretakers there to tackle this one area, this one thing. And again, they're just calmly watching it. You know, we're just going to monitor this. We're going to watch the body do its natural thing. Maybe that's what maybe right now you're under watch, like being monitored. You know, we're just going to stay on top of your blood tests. Like maybe you recently had a blood test and, you know, the results were fine, but we're just going to keep watch and we'll retest again next month kind of thing. But I am definitely in the chest area here with these hills. So again, it's either lungs or just your chest region. You know, there's a lot of organs, but I definitely feel lungs and again, that blood level, sort of the internal body functions. I'm not seeing a buildup of fluid. Again, it just looks like little cells kind of attaching little, I want to call them polyps. I don't even know if that's the right term, but they're just little things. And again, I feel like I'm looking through a microscope. Okay. So kind of sitting there, we're kind of in our chest region or breathing, sinuses, all of that good stuff. I'm going to start at the bunny. Whenever I see a bunny, it's about time. So I think we'll start here. It's a good starting point. He's kind of sitting, you know. So in terms of now, in terms of time, it means now, sort of present moment. So what does your body need from you right now? Interesting. And he's sitting. So, and he's our white bunny. So that's calm, that's peace. So do your best to maybe relax and rest. I apologize. For some reason, my brain wants to say two words at the same time. You know, relax, rest, relax, rejuvenate. White could also be that, again, you're under some kind of medical watch or care right now. Maybe you have a personal support worker that's visiting you daily. Maybe you have a weekly checkup. Maybe you're watching this, you know, under some care. Like maybe a family member's with you, kind of caring for you right now. But there's this, you know, what your body needs from you right now is for you to relax and, you know, if you stay calm and positive and focused, your body's going to do its work here, right? The two individuals were focused on this one area. Let's just get rid of this one thing. I think there's anything else they want me to say with the bunny. Maybe we'll come back to it. I don't know. I feel like not quite done with him or her, but right now I am. Okay, we'll come back to bunny. On the other side, muscle related, but you know what, it was slightly touching kidneys. I wrote UTIs here just to fit the quadrant, but it's sort of intestinal, body, natural body functions, right? Muscle related in this area. So maybe they're trying to tell me like intestines, because it's muscle, but it's related to, you know, relieving ourselves. So intestinal. And again, we have these little dots. I remember my father once getting diagnosed with, he went to the hospital in extreme pain, and in his intestines they found like pieces of rice and pieces of corn that were stuck between the folds, and that was causing the pain and discomfort. And so he had to remove those items from his diet. Anything that was really small and could possibly get stuck in the folds of his intestines, for whatever reason, his body developed that condition in terms of not being able to break it down or push it through. As we know, corn doesn't break down; it comes out, you know, yellow amongst our stool. So something here with your intestines, which is interesting. So we started in the lungs, and now we're down into intestines. But again, these dots, maybe that's the commonality. The polyps, and now we got little seeds or rice grains. I feel like there's just something small here that your body can't pass anymore, right? There's this calmness. So please don't freak out. Just go to your doctor and see if they can, I don't know, maybe an ultrasound might be able to be the type of scan that will let them see what's kind of in the folds here, or sitting, kind of something sitting in your intestines. To us, it would be small to the visible eye, but of course to our intestines, it's a big deal to pass it through. So it could be actual seeds. If you're someone who likes pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, maybe your body can't do seeds anymore. The seeds on a strawberry, right, on the outside of a strawberry, you might have to watch those now. I guess those are called grains, right? Sometimes they're on bread, right? We get them on the crust of our bread. We'll get multi-grain bread. Maybe your body can't pass that anymore. I'm going to come down to the cheetah here, my wildcat. Something for you to practice, add to your daily life routine. And this is all about a quick change. And we're coming down off of here. So I think this is probably something more for you to practice or sort of change the daily routine. I don't think you're adding, because you'd have to remove that kind of new dietary restriction from your body just to support its function. But it's an easy, quick change, right? It's just something, yes, it will be part of your daily routine, but it's not going to be overwhelming. You're going to be able to easily and just quickly just kind of remove it from your diet. I bet it's probably not even something you'll miss. You know, you're, like I was saying, you might enjoy pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, but it's not something you eat all the time. So removing it for your diet, you're not going to really miss that. Okay. So they're pairing that here with our juggler. All right, look at the beautiful balancing act he's doing. Kind of tossing away those things that I kind of saw in the intestines and the fold, right? Kind of they're being removed from his hands here. So definitely something you'll be able to break up and pass. Who knows, maybe you're dealing with stones. I don't know if stones go through no, they come from the kidney. So you'll be able to like remove, I don't know, they just kind of getting ultrasound. I don't know if there's like vibrational waves that they can just, I don't know, kind of shake your intestines, and this will shake loose, and it'll just kind of pass. And then, you know, the smile here, but see how he's standing on top of it now? So he's removed it, right? And then he's got his beautiful balance, the celebration. And it's two uprights, so it is a choice. You know, this will be a choice whether you remove it or not, or whether you, enjoy and then suffer. Know that you will suffer with some intestinal discomfort. Actually, maybe I'll put it down here. I'll just put the thing on top of it. It's a choice, an easy choice, I feel. A quick and easy choice. I don't think you would not make that choice. Okay. I'm going to come up here to our supportive banner. So this is a charm. This is loved ones, both present and from the other side, right, our angels, but they're holding up various different like support banners and different sayings. So you might be getting text messages, or people are probably aware of maybe you're under the weather, right? This situation seems like people are aware. You're away from work. Your children know not to go into daddy's bedroom right now, right? Stay. You have to keep distance, or let them sleep, right? You're sleeping and relaxing now, but there's like this beautiful shower of kind of love and support. And it says health of your work environment for you. Oh, that's interesting, because I said you might be away from work right now. So maybe a lot of colleagues are actually just reaching out and checking in, and wishing you well, and can't wait to see you back. Can't wait till you get back. Reminding you that everything's okay at work as well. So helping you to just focus on the rest and rejuvenation, so your body can, your blood here, your body, your natural system can repair itself. So some beautiful support here from your work network. This is like your second home. That's why I write that. So your other family, so friends and colleagues who are aware, supporting you. Yeah, I was saying like they were showering you, right, with support, and here you are in this golden beam of light, the sunlight kind of warming you. Probably how it feels, because you're kind of looking off into the darkness, right, the unknown. When will I feel 100% myself again? It's kind of hard to put a firm date on, hey, my sinus cold's going to be gone tomorrow. Like, we don't really know that. So I feel like the end is near in terms of recovery, because it is, not too far away from you here in terms of where the beam is shining down. We have our 3 cups, the good luck, the good fortune, good favor. But you have this beautiful warmth just showering down on you. This could just be energy as well. Maybe you don't even know, but people are just sending you, what do we say, right? Sending you positive vibes. Well, it's actually happening. You can see the energy here. This golden stream of supporting, loving energy and light for you. They want me to go back here. See how she's crossing her arms on her chest? At least that's what it looks like to me. Or she's holding something to her chest. There's like a focus again here on the chest with light. So I don't know if this is like some kind of laser treatment. Would it be a laser on the chest? Some kind of light on the chest. Could be heat therapy as well. Maybe you have like a heating pad on the backside of your lungs, right? That could feel nice and comfortable and help with the breathing. Or just like the sunshine. Like there's some physical warmth attribute here, but again, it's targeted on the chest, your chest area. I'm going to come over here, and the reason being, every time I try to go over there, they stop me at this special message for you with the caution light. So they're yielding me back. And maybe that's why I haven't come back to the rabbit yet. So we're going to end off with the special message for you. So we'll come over here first, a little bit more conversation over here. These are horizontal cards. I might as well put them this way. Okay, so we have a milestone coming up for you, a milestone day, And it's going to be, we have the golden heart that's doubling in size. So again, good, fortunate news, positive news in this milestone day. So this could be, like I said, the blood work coming back. If you do a scan, coming back. It's favor, good fortune, which means it's good news in terms of we know what's going wrong. It can be treated easily enough. Or, hey, we were fearing the worst, but we don't have to. We've ruled that out in terms of health, right? This could be the day that your sinus cold goes away, right? And you're just feeling, suddenly 100% better when you wake up the next day, right? So you feel great. You take that extra day just to make sure you're fully recovered and then head back. So it says time to acknowledge your pains in terms of this milestone. So I do feel like it's feedback. Like I said, it's going to be either physical feedback from your body or it's going to be information delivered to you. So time to acknowledge feedback. And then we also have good favor twice here. So good favor, good fortune, good favor, good fortune, good luck, health challenges to be aware of. So things could be turning around, right? Things are heading into or starting to, your vital signs, right, are starting to improve, especially if it was breathing that was bothering you. So this is a turn in the correct direction, in a better direction. Okay. I don't know why I held them like that. Isn't that interesting how they want me to hold it like this? I think we're going this way in the cards, to be honest with you, because the stars come down and look how it's warming you, right? We're coming back to the warmth as you rest, rejuvenate, you're focused in again, chest and this abdominal area, so the upper torso, really focused in here. And sort of like once this full healing happens, right, your star is shining on you, then there's like this heading out. So again, I don't know if you're, currently under care. This is you being like signed out or released, right? After the positive results have come back, after you've begun to feel better here. This could be you heading back to work, just heading out, back outdoors if you've been inside for a while, kind of getting back out there. Now they're drawing me into that boat that's ahead of you. See how it's kind of like in the distance, kind of up in the, I guess, cloudy crest of the horizon of the water there, the, I guess, misty kind of effect. I don't know if you're making plans, taking the opportunity to look at things or plan something. I'm going to do this when I feel better or I'm released. Because I feel like you're heading towards that. It's almost like you're going to hop out of this boat and jump into this one. So whether that's now I can go on that trip, I can come back to work but head in this direction with my career now that I feel this way. There's some kind of change that you'll make when you come out of on the other side of this. Maybe that's why it's this glow up as well. A milestone moment in terms of you making these plans. I don't want to make it a decision. I think the decision's already been made. You're just kind of figuring out all the nuances of it during this period, so that when you do head out, you head out very confidently here, right? You got everything's ready, everything's prepared. Okay. I'm just going to come to the other side of the camera here. I'll move the charms. Might need that space up there. do my best to make sure they're all on camera. Okay. I'm going to start up here where the lightning bolt is pointing, fingers pointing. You know what? There's a little shelf on this side. That's not working for me. So the lightning bolt's pointing up to cleanse your body of this. Now, what's interesting is the lightning bolt is as quick of a change as this cat down here. And when we were talking about the cat, we were talking about a dietary change. And cleanse your body of this. We had the seeds. Or, something that maybe it's a second thing. Maybe there's a second thing. I guess we'll see, because there's an abundance of it. But I don't see a lot of seeds. I feel like this is probably something new, a new discovery. Like I shared the story of my father, it was something new that has suddenly changed with his body. Because the bananas is having an abundance of something. Overindulgence. Maybe you're really overindulging in something. You got a pretty healthy bunch of bananas here. So cleanse your body of this. And the bananas we're also touching. You have hurt the feelings of another. Cleanse your body of this. In terms of the pairing here, that they're relating this to maybe an exchange between you and another person. In terms of this overindulgence, this bunch of bananas, there might be someone in your life that, for whatever reason, we all do it. I'm definitely someone who does it. We just constantly offer advice to them. It's not that they're requesting it. It's just our kind of natural reaction. They share things with us, and then we naturally react to them. I would have done it this way, or did you think of this? Like, I feel like with this particular person, maybe the hurt feelings, maybe they just feel like you didn't listen to them the last time you talked. It could be something like that. But I feel like there's like this overshare of opinions, ideas, direction with this person at this time. Interesting shift from body to situation. Look at the foxes, right? Conferring here in the background, kind of whispering. You can almost feel like this is the person that's like, oh, I saw so and so yesterday and they said this to me again. And then this person's like, well, why don't you just tell them you don't like it when they do that, right? There's this chatter. This could also be the exchange that was between the two of you. They came and shared all this with you, and immediately you were like, well, I would have done it this way, right? Kind of the fact that they chose two foxes here. Creative, strategic, planning again. I wonder if this is a perception, because I'm really struggling connecting this to you. I wonder if there's someone in your world who thinks this is what you're doing, who thinks you are talking about them with others, who thinks all you do is tell them what to do, but they don't realize that it's not you saying, I would have done this, or I would have done it this way. Like, I don't even think that's how you delivered it. That's how they heard it. What you probably said was, have you tried to approach it this way? It was successful for me when I did it that way. That's helpful and that's a good intention. It's coming from good intention, but they're not receiving it that way. Cleanse your body of this. You might have to approach this person and just say, like, look, when I'm talking to you, I'm not talking down to you. I'm actually trying to help you and support you. I don't know why you're reading it the other way. Like, let me know. Right? Let's have this out. And I think that's possible because also touching this situation is my charm about balance. This is the yin and the yang. Maybe that's who this is. Maybe it's your partner, right? They're just reading your vibe wrong right now, This could be a best friend, a sibling, a better half, right? There's a duality here in this relationship, a pairing, some kind of pairing. Okay, interesting. So a little conversation that maybe you need to have. I'm going to come down to the little family tree here. So it's just little, it's sitting on past issues that are impacting present. So this tiny family tree, so this would be immediate family. So this is between you and a parent. Maybe that's why I'm coming down here. Maybe they have this perception because of something that happened in the past that they don't realize that you've changed and you don't do that anymore, right? Or they have a hard time not bringing up something from the past. Maybe this is a grudge holder, someone who loves to keep something in the pocket and bring it up again and again and again and again. But again, we have this close bond, the soccer ball, and now the close-knit family tree here. So there's a perception, something from the past. There's someone, it could be someone who's difficult to change, right? A lot of us struggle with evolution. It's okay to get rid of and shed a previous iteration of yourself and be a better version of yourself. So they could be someone who's slow or maybe unwilling to go through transformation and evolution. Let's see. Yeah, look at when we get a huge whale, usually it's our soul bringing in our Akashic records, bringing in our history. But I feel more so this is them, right? Here they are. Emotional bag. Look at this emotional baggage. Look at this huge history they're bringing in. So I do feel like it's probably a sibling. Or like I said, it could be you and a parent, but they've known you long enough to go a partner. Maybe you've been married, 10 years, but dated for 8. So 18, 20 plus years together. So look in your network for anybody 15 plus years. And because they're an emotional person. I bet you they break down in tears easily, or they flare up easily. And they always bring out something. When we were 4 years old, you tied me to the tree, that kind of grudges and baggage here that I'm seeing them. History, that's what I should say. History that they're bringing forward. And you're trying to tell them, well, I was 5 and you were 4. I don't do that anymore. I try not to, like I'm an adult now. You can tell me if I'm doing it and I'll change. So it's that kind of energy. Interesting that they wanted me to come down here to help clarify who this person is. Okay, so let's go into this final message here that they were pushing me back off of. It's a special message for you. So this will be a loved one coming through. We got our little white rabbit, a little earth angel here. So let's see, time to be honest with others. So we've got a special guest putting a spotlight. This is kind of like my torchlight, flashlight, lantern style charm. So they're kind of shining the light specifically on one thing, right? One area, one thing. Time to be honest with others is what they're shining this on. So be authentic, be vulnerable. Maybe that's the message, not only with this individual, maybe this is the first thing to cleanse yourself of, so that's not stressing you out while you're trying to relax and rejuvenate and recover. But also sort of a vulnerable, authentic you space that you're in now that they want you to carry forward. Like who you are now, right now in this moment as you deal with this. Maybe that's why I see you sitting here contemplating and planning. When you come back out, you're a different person, right? You're changing the boat. You're jumping ship here. So be honest with others. When you come out, look at you, coming out with courage, bravery, strength. You've got these beautiful dreams and desires on your back. So you're going to be walking confidently in a direction. So, get ready to have to share the news that one day, right? You're going to have to be honest with those around you. This is the new me, right? You get used to it. This is who you're going to see and this is who you're going to get. I'm always going to be optimistic now, whatever it is. So let's see. Oh, look at you coming out of the woods. Look at the fox are now out of the woods here, right? You're also smiling at each other. So we're not having backdoor fights, text messaging, disagreements. We're not bringing up grudges. We're feeling good. We're looking good. We're smiling, right? We got two fox, so foxy. Anything that feels physical, especially after this. So you probably don't feel physically gorgeous right now, right? You're not your best self, but here you certainly do. I have this like proud of you. I don't know if that's the loved one. Just kind of closing off here with this group because I'm just like, it's them smiling right across the pond, across the creek. They're smiling at you. I'm proud of you. And I feel like the fox is about to head through the uprights, right? Where is it going? Back to the soul side. So I'm proud of you. Off they go. And you're going to start anew. And you're looking good, feeling good. You like who you are today. And I like who you are today. I like that you're someone who understands we evolve, we change, we get better, and I'm going to repair relationships or release them, right? But let's get through this kind of physical healing on this side. There's some good favor, definitely some good favor with some planning. You've got your supportive health team here, right? The scans, the blood work, the microscopic work that we're seeing over here. All right, so good luck on your recovery, everyone. I'm going to change up now to group 2. You are also attracted to the second card. There'll be additional messages in there for you. Otherwise, I'll see you at next month's reading. Okay. Oh, we'll just toss those up in here. No rhyme, no reason. We'll get the second group card. It's staying up. Okay. And we'll get rid of the charms. Fresh charms. Okay. All right, group number 2. Welcome to your health reading. You were attracted to the family of kitties here, the feline group, and maybe the beautiful pentacles, coins, kind of this nice family. I guess that's a kind of birthday cake maybe in the middle there. Maybe it's birthday season for you. I don't know why I mentioned the birthday cake on a health reading. All right, so let's get your charm. Let's just get started, right? We're here to talk health, not birthdays. Unless birthday has there's a special reason that I keep repeating birthday. So I'll just say happy birthday. All of you celebrating a birthday. Okay, so let's do a little cleanup. Make sure everything's okay. Interesting. All right, so let's get your cards. You know, I'm going to move the charm bowls again because it was good to have the extra space. Wow, second time. Okay, so we're going to pair that with your first card. And if you look at it, you can see it. It's a group of people. Okay, let's not reveal all the cards right away. Maybe this group just wants to like get into it. Maybe you're like, Ashley, stop talking, stop shuffling, just flip all the cards up. I want to know what to talk about with my physicians, what to pay attention to with my body. What is my body telling me? And we're digging for this guy. I don't know where I'm going to stick you. Okay. We'll just move the camera a little bit. And we'll get the time timestamp now. Sorry, I'm just also making a note here. Okay. Group 2. So 2 cards. Well, we had the first card you tuned into, and then this card, for those of you that tuned in for the charms and cards, came flying out of the deck pretty much right away as I grabbed the deck. And I made a comment how right away I was noticing the 2 groups here, group of people. So it could be family and health group, right? Sort of your professionals and your angels. It could be all of them. It could be literally your angels, your professional team, health team, maybe your spiritual team, whatever you're tapping into here, because they're all working together. The angels observing and watching them work. Look at them working diligently here, both of them. And then you have your family all around you. Now, we kept mentioning birthday cake. So you have the family all around you here, bringing in good energy, positive vibes, loving support. So this group is surrounded by spiritual and energetic support, and surrounded by physical, medical, health support. Whoever they are, right? Whoever's helping you out. I mean, it could be a personal trainer that's helping you with physical fitness. It could be that too. So you've got family and professionals. So a pairing here. You've got 2 clear teams. Okay, so what charm do we want to start off with here? I keep looking up at my dove. So we're going to come up here. So we have embrace a new activity. I just mentioned a personal trainer out of the blue when I was doing this. So activity, if we go all the way back to the intro, I was talking about and sharing about how I started dancing and moving. So movement. So maybe it's as simple as getting up and having a jig to your favorite song, or allowing your shoulders to bop and shimmy while you're driving, listening to the radio. But we have this peaceful kind of like new start, encouragement to start something, encouragement to move, obviously, right? Embrace a new activity, but there's encouragement to start. There's positive energy here to start. Yeah, look at this. Same kind of energy as the dove. You got the kitty here, right? The kitten probably sneaking up to the older cat, maybe, or the maybe in a household this kitty would be a little chubbier maybe, and this kitty's like, hey, I'm gonna come nudge you and encourage you to come play with me. This kitty maybe was just laying in the sun all day, and this cat's bored and was like, come play with me. Right? So maybe in your life there's kind of an age gap like that. Maybe your partner, or just energy difference. A more active person and you're just a more quiet, reserved, extrovert, introvert, right? Beautiful balance here, but there's encouragement. Come with me, right? Encouragement to start something, encouragement to get up and move. Come back, right? Come back. I'm going to come down here because we have the pairing of the cats and then we have the pairing of the hearts here. I wonder where maybe here it'll look better on camera, but we need room for that card. We'll go up here. What you need to hear now, and there's this confirmation for you, you're right, this is the right time to move forward. Your intuition is correct right now, and you kind of need to hear this validation, maybe to help you, get up and move, listening to your body. This person might be used by your angels to communicate this message to you in person, Like, yeah, you can do it. Come on, come with me. Because we have this connection. And the arrow is connecting them. So there is this link, what you need to hear now. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're this kitty and you're right about someone you love. Your energy has changed. Again, we're back at the family here. Is this your partner? Are you concerned about your partner's health, the child's health? Have you been asking someone and they're like, I'm fine. And you're like, you're not fine. I can tell. I kind of recently went through that with my mom. So there's that connection, that bond, the age gap. She kept telling me she's okay, she's fine, she's this or that. And then she goes, oh, but by the way, I stumbled a little bit. Oh, but I didn't really sleep last night much. So, eventually I got the story out of her, which was she was lacking sleep and purposely not allowing herself to nap when her body wanted to nap. And I told her, just grab the quick nap. Don't try to force yourself to stay up until your next bedtime, right? And then a day later, she said, you know what? I let myself nap for an hour and I feel much better, blah, blah, blah. So there was like this conversation that she needed to have. I was able to put a bit of a spotlight, the lantern. I was able to come in and say, hey, I think maybe this is what's happening. And now she feels better. And she got some sleep. And she's not stumbling all over, which for an aging person, well, for anybody of any age, we don't want to be stumbling and falling. But as she heads into her 80s, that's definitely something I stay mindful of, right? The family, the watchful care team. So just, maybe that's what this group is. Because I'm not really feeling ailments yet, or at least yet. Maybe the first area that we're connecting on here is that you're watching, you're caring, you're concerned. You're just being mindful of somebody else in your world that you love. So we'll come to the card that was paired with sort of what you want to hear now. Look at this fluidity, right? Sort of this amoeba. Probably the days that my mom was in with the lack of sleep, right? Everything's not really taking form. Nothing really has proper shape. There's fluidity to this. So her imbalance, lack of stability. That might be happening as well. Or if this is your story, maybe that's what you feel inside, right? Right now you're just feeling not in balance. That's why you're kind of more sitting and contemplative and not really moving much, because you're just feeling off. There's like a feeling here of just not quite right, not, I'm just feeling off. And if that's what you're feeling, you're right. Yes, you're right. You are feeling a little off. Let's see if we can cure this. Or maybe that's all you needed me to hear. Maybe you are also lacking sleep. Maybe you haven't been eating your meals at the same time, right? Your breakfast got late or dinner got too late. So that's affecting your body right now. So yes, if you are feeling a little off, you are right about it. Tune into it. See what's going on. What have you changed? Okay. Come over here. Come down to this kind of grouping. Because I want to get into this card for some reason. I'm going to come into this grouping down here. So we have women's health issue. It's being touched upon. I mentioned my mother. So if you are not female, this could be you being concerned of a female, wife, child, parent, sibling, coworker. You just have concern for them. That's all this means right now. So again, we're kind of in the healthy concern for others and self. If this is yourself and you're feeling off, again, it could be a female-related health issue. So that would be like menopause. Just different things affect our bodies differently, right? So just be aware, just kind of tune in. The fairy here, she's holding a heart, but it looked like an apple. I wanted to say an apple a day. So again, I did mention over here if your diet had changed or you removed something or eating late, eating off, meals have just shifted somehow for you. I feel like she's munching here on an apple. So maybe get a snack in, especially if you're diabetic, making sure you have your snacks nearby and handy. If you're someone that tends to go low energy, make sure you have your protein packed snack, a granola bar, I think, peanut butter snack, protein shake, wherever it is. There's just something small here. I do feel like it's snacking or getting the regularity back into your meals here. So then we have ears. Interesting enough, we've got a dog on ears, and we know dogs have amazing hearing, or most do until they lose their hearing. So we have ears, and the dog is signaling down. So we will get down to this, but he was planted, and I use the word signaling. I do want to say ringing in the ears. Ears has balance, so I was saying fluidity. So vertigo, so be careful of fainting, vertigo, stumbling. A ringing in the ears could be happening with you right now. Or you might be losing hearing in an ear, which again is a sign of about to have vertigo, sort of the imbalance, right? Ear popping. Maybe you're traveling a lot right now, and that's not conducive to either your diet or your hearing right now. The constant up and down, up and down, up and down won't be good for your ears here. But it is looking at something for you to practice or add to your daily routine. If you're getting ringing in your ears, try to figure out what you did just before you heard the ringing, because the ringing would be your soul, your angels alerting you to, hey, this is what it is. So if your ears are ringing and you realize, oh my God, I skipped lunch and it's 3 o'clock, go grab a snack, right? That's what it's working. Something you need to add to your routine, something you need to practice, be on top of, and this is the key for you. This is the key to success, right? Again, I'll just go throw back to my mom here, the sleep. The key for her was to be okay with, not feel guilty for closing your eyes for an hour at 2 in the afternoon. That was okay for her to do. Her body needed it. That's the key. You need to allow yourself something here. Allow yourself to snack. Allow yourself to rest, right? No travel or too much on the go. Look at that. Quick change. The stallion coming in. The Knight of Wands coming in, right? Quick change, fresh start. This is something you can alleviate yourself from. This is something you can rectify, resolve, right? He's kind of shedding it, just like a snake sheds its skin, right? The reptiles shed their skin and they have a fresh skin. So this is something you can just catch back up on, right? We can definitely get back into the healthy sleeping, eating routine. And you're going to be full steam ahead. You'll feel so much better once that change has happened. So they're drawing me up to the lightning bolt. It's kind of pointing to recovery period here. Coming off this quick change message that I was saying with the lightning bolt, like, so a recovery period. Maybe that's what you need to do, actually, when you flip. Kind of see it as a period of change. If I go back to a personal trainer that I threw out at the end here, kind of picked up over here, the recovery period is sort of that, first 6, 8, 12-week period where your body is getting used to that new daily routine. So don't try to push yourself too quickly, basically, is what recovery period means, right? One day at a time. Yes, you can change this, but it's going to be one day at a time of reminding yourself, oh, right, it's okay to close my eyes right now because they want to close. I'm sitting in my chair. It's okay. I can close my eyes right now. So approach it this way. We have focusing on lower body. The horseshoe wasn't all the way up, was kind of, I don't know, maybe on like a bit of an angle here. So just like a little dip here in terms of stability. It's lower body, so I would say legs, stability. I have been talking about fainting and stumbling and vertigo. So yes, please be careful with missing steps, hitting toes, going from sitting to standing to laying. So hips, legs, joints, all that. Just be careful right now. Be mindful. What you need to start doing. We're back to the fairy again, and what is she doing now? She's sleeping. So we're back to sleep here. Recovery, resting, stumbling, your legs, fainting. So sleep is really getting reinforced with you guys here. And sitting. I don't know. I feel like you're forcing yourself to stand for long periods of time. Like my mom was forcing herself to stay awake until her preconceived bedtime. Like I feel like you're forcing yourself to do something, and it's not benefiting you at all. It definitely is affecting you, and it feels somewhat foolish because it's a mischievous fairy, right? They like to be playful, but it feels like a fool's errand. So it feels like you're doing something foolish here. And then I'm coming to sort of the friendship bear. This is the recovery bear as well. We're coming off period of recovery. So this is the sort of the cuddly teddy bear, the flowers that you get, that you receive. This is a new connection. But we're doing health. So I'm going to stick with recovery. So we started with recovery. We're ending with recovery. So they're just letting me know that this is 100% possible. Don't work up your anxiety, your nerves, please. It has dental health or throat chakra. You need to have a conversation. And then there's indulgement here. So too much food, words need to be said. You could be venting emotionally right now, out loud or just in your thoughts, and too much of it. So that could be keeping you up at night as well. Anxiety, right? Anxiety, nerves, etc. Keeps us awake. So there's this beautiful friendship bear asking you to kind of calm down your thoughts. You're indulging too much. Try to balance your emotions. You might be swinging from anger to sadness to anger to sadness. And that's kind of burning you out and forcing you awake here. So not so much dental. Of course, please brush your teeth, but I feel more this is emotion, fears, anxieties, but it's impacting sleep, which is impacting your ability to stand, walk, move correctly here in the lower body. Yeah, look at the puppet, right? You probably feel like that, like you probably feel all wobbly, right? If you can visualize in your head, like I am, how puppets walk. Like we've all seen how puppets kind of have to move, and if we tilt the sticks one way or the other, what happens? They just collapse, right? They just go, they just fall and collapse. So see how your soul's looking over at you. She wants, and see how straight and balanced she is, and this one's more, just kind of foggy. I don't know if your head's in a bit of a daze. Coming back to sort of the throat chakra here area, the drawing me up to the head, but kind of floppy, right? A little floppy puppet here. Please be careful. And their eyes are closed. So again, sleeping. Okay. Ooh, stomach just growled. Talking about eating at the right time. I guess after this, I'll be, instead of a dance break, I'll be taking a lunch break. Okay. I guess I'm coming here because I keep touching here. Someone needs to hear from you. Throat chakra, maybe that's why I'm coming here, coming off what needs to be said. So there's definitely someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Maybe they're part of one of the reasons that you're staying up. So, reaching out to them, that's what this little turtle is. This is reaching out, communication, or being open to receiving communication if they reach out. So there's conversation that needs to be had between you and someone else that I do feel is connected to the emotional kind of words not said, keeping you up at night. You might, like, if you're not able to put your finger on what's bothering you, it's going to be this. And then we have emotional. So yeah, it's all emotional well-being for you right now. You're in an emotional space as it concerns this person, this situation. Improve your well-being by doing this, which is dealing with the emotions, working through them so that you're not sitting in a state of anger. You're not sitting in a state of sadness, state of fear, anxiety, nervousness. Let's work through it. Yeah, put it to bed, right? Let's put this to rest. Here's the choice, my two uprights. Obviously, we're putting it to rest, right? R.I.P., rest in peace. Let bygones be bygones, or let's have the conversation. Let's just hash it out. Again, there's two of you, two puppets, two cats, two individuals. And it is a field of flowers. So, whatever it is that's kind of between, right? Between the two of you right now, whatever this issue is that you need to put to rest, you'll be able to do it. It leads to kind of going back to beautiful things, beautiful times, hanging out in this field of flowers together, right? They're both going to walk forward, and this is going to stay in the past. Whatever this is, you put it to bed, you put it to rest, put it in the past. It's done and dealt with, and your emotions will thank you for it. Your physical body will thank you for it. Now we're coming over here and ending on this love message. Peace and love. Listen to your body. Listen to your body, please. So we've got your soul coming through. Peace, love, balance again. Conversation of balance. So listen to your body. You're out of balance. Look at everybody looking at you. Everybody's looking at you. People can see it and feel it. There's probably people concerned. They probably can tell. Again, when you say, I'm fine, and they're like, well, no, I don't think you are fine because you just spaced out while I was talking to you and you don't even remember what you were thinking about, right? Like you weren't listening to me, but you weren't thinking, or you can't remember what you're thinking about. So listen to your body's signs and symbols and symptoms, right? Or Don Quixote here. Look at the body, trying to show all the signs and symptoms to him. Right? All the swords, the windmills, right? He got distracted. That was the whole story of him. This way and that way. He was supposed to go from A to B, and he kept going, and here and there and everywhere. So listen to your body. Is your mind all over the place? You need to quiet your mind. Your emotions in your mind. Quiet them down. Find your peace. Everyone's concerned about you. Lovingly, right? They're just looking at you, right? Happy birthday. They want you to come back and celebrate. Come back and join us. Don't close the door. Don't close us off. Don't close us out. Let us in on what you're worried about. Maybe we can help you out. We can help you find that rest. We can help you get your meal plan back into order. Maybe I went through the same issue that you're now experiencing, so I can shed some light. I can tell you what snack helped me out, right? So the key to everything is, how are you going to kind of release this, right? Release this energy. Look at the energy waves here. Release it to move forward. Brighter days ahead. Release to move forward. Brighter days on the horizon. And you got a buddy system here. Tap into this energy. Tap into this person, this network that keeps popping up to say, hey, come outside, right? New activity. Let's do something else. Let's do something different. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something different. Okay, so I'm going to transition to group 3. If you were drawn to that card, I'll enjoy you hanging out with me till we get there as I clean up. Otherwise, I'll see you next month when we reconnect on health again. Thank you for joining, as always. I appreciate it. I like hanging out with all of you. It's fun. Your energies, your loved ones, so much fun. Conversations we have. Yeah. Group 3. Let's just make sure the camera's focused. I'm going to take the timestamp and we'll get into it here. Or actually, no timestamp yet. Let's get the charms. Sorry about that. Charms. Group number 3. What do we want to focus on today, this month? Okay. Health-wise. I'll just say health-wise. Whole body wellness. I'm just staying a bit because I can feel some more movement. Twitching my finger here. I want something off the back or the top, I think, maybe. Okay, I'll come back around. Maybe there's charms in the way. Backing up. Backing up. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Okay. Explore this area again. Just see it. Okay. A little cleanup here, guys, and then head into it. All right. Okay. And the deck of cards. I got really quiet on you all. I'm sorry. I don't know why I kind of tuned out there. Well, I didn't tune out. I'm tuning in. Maybe I just need to. I don't know. Maybe there was sort of a cleanse for me, like a complete cleanse from group 2 that they wanted to do, so I can get into your guys' reading here. Just seeing if they want another card. They do. I want it up here. Okay. All right, now I'll take the timestamp and we'll get into your reading. So I was quite quiet, getting your cards, your charms. Even when I was doing the timestamp and my quick little notes here, usually I babble. I'm really good at just babbling on about nonsense. And I didn't. I got really quiet. And look at you quietly in this kind of, I guess, rainforest, I want to say. I can see the droplets here. Just kind of sheltered away, quietly hiding away here. And something's burning low in terms of, if I was looking at a chart, right, a medical chart, you're depleted here, or you're close to depleted in one area across your spectrum. So, an example of that is with my blood. Whenever I try to donate blood, I get dinged with low iron. I don't have a lot of seafood in my diet just because of my palate for it. So my sources of iron are just with my dietary habits and preferences. Iron's low for me. So that's what I'm just trying to use as an example of what they're showing me, like a chart with something down, something low here. I don't know why you're hidden away though. I don't feel like you're hiding this. And I don't feel like you're hiding from this. It's not I'm not acknowledging this. I wonder if you don't even know. Like, I don't know why you're hiding away, and you don't know why you're not aware yet, or don't know that you're depleted, or by how much, right? If I go back to my blood donor example, I really don't know until I go in whether or not my iron's at the level that it needs to be that day. I wonder if you're someone that should be, taking a test, those at-home tests, checking your insulin, right? We do the blood check. Maybe that's why I was starting with blood donors. What's that called? Like sugar level, cholesterol, right? Is another thing that I think we check. Our heart rhythm, I think, is something else we check. There's something to check here. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see if I can get this message to you guys a lot better. Okay, I'm fussing over here, so we're going to start over here. What you need to know now, yes, you're right. This message is going to help you move forward from current sort of health status, whatever this concern we're getting to, this depletion. So with the pair of flip-flops, this is asking for help. This is my charm to ask for help. So this could be as simple as, I think you can walk into the pharmacy and ask for your heart rate, like sit down in the chair and get the heart rate checked. This is going to your family doctor, your physician, and just asking for an annual blood work or an annual checkup. But there's an ask for help. What you need to hear now is reach out and ask for some support here. They're pairing that with the building blocks here, but what I like about this building block is the color tone. So we have emotional health, physical health, heart health, sort of mental health, mindset health here. So we've got the building blocks, the pillars. Again, kind of, we go see this as like chakras. There's one area where you're depleted. So depending on who you are today, right? Who I'm talking to, hello, drop your name in the comments below, say hi. You might be dealing with one of these blocks, right? I just feel like it's one building block here. Again, one thing depleted. So your emotional health is a little depleted right now. Counseling. Your physical health is depleted right now. The checkup with your doctor, like I was saying. Your heart health, right? Your passion center. Reach out to friends and family. They'll light you back up with their love for you. Maybe this is self-esteem, self-confidence. And then we have the mindset, right? Our mental health. So again, counseling, family, friends, physicians, everybody's kind of involved when it comes to all of this area. So reaching out, could just be even reaching out and saying, I feel low and I don't know why. Maybe talk to each of them. Talk to friends and family and physicians and to say, I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling. And then we have my little moon here. And he kind of reflects what I was just saying, that thought of, I don't know. Like I started off your reading with, I don't know why you're in this rainforest here with the umbrella and bouquet of flowers. Like, they're not telling me why. So I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking this way, feeling this way. Right? Thinking and feeling. So you might be saying that around your home. You might be asking your angels, your soul, to tell you in your dreams, can you give me my answers, please? And they're saying, don't talk to us. Talk to people in your life. Physical people, not spiritual people, angels right now, for this help. This building block. Okay, let's see. What help? Interesting pairing of cards. They're both creating, right? She's sitting at her canvas. And again, she's, I'm not an artist. I don't want to lean too much into stereotypes, but I feel like she has that creative block, right? She's holding her brush. She got her masterpiece to a certain point, and then she just kind of stopped. It's almost like, am I painting a self-portrait? Am I painting something else altogether? Do I just splatter paint all over it and start again? She's just kind of sitting there, stuck again. I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I don't know why I'm stuck. And same down here with our crafter, our DIYer, our hands-on, right? He's standing at his tool bench, but he's just staring at a blank canvas, staring with tools in hand, all these ideas around him, but doesn't know where to start. Yeah, they're both kind of just sitting there, sitting in their environment. Maybe you're hanging out at home, right? You're in your enclosure here. You know, maybe you're spending a lot of time at home, closed off, closed away because you're struggling with thoughts and feelings, and you're not sure why, and you're not opening up to others to say, I'm feeling stuck creatively, I'm feeling stuck emotionally, feeling stuck physically. Can you help me out? Give me an idea. Tell me where to start. Can we check something? Okay. I'm going to come to the footprints because we have support here, but what's interesting is sitting on hair. So hair is the headspace. In terms of hair as like a health issue, if you're in an emotional space, I did say self-esteem when I was touching the pink. So thinning of hair as we age, loss of hair, maybe hair is your thing. What's that? Like we create like conditions. They're showing me those clips. I wish I had the right word, but like when you pull your eyebrows. I know some people, a coping mechanism, that's it, coping mechanism. You might be pulling the hair on your head, you might be pulling your eyebrows, or something similar to that. You might be someone that like chews on nails. There's some kind of like a habit here that has a physical connection. Like all your nails might be short, or maybe you bite down here, the cuticle. That might be your thing. Cracking knuckles all the time might be your thing. That's what that means. So headspace or like a coping mechanism habit that you have. And there's some support here with you, for you, available to you. That's what I want to say, available to you. So ask for help. Support's available to you. Whatever coping mechanism that you're leaning into right now, we can help you so that you don't lean into this coping mechanism. Because I don't think the coping mechanism is helping you. It's not really supporting you. It focuses your thoughts maybe, or gives you an outlet for your anxiety, for your concern, but I don't think it's helping you to move through this block, this feeling of stuck, this feeling of I'm not sure what's off with me right now, but I feel off. Okay. Support available, coping mechanism, bringing me up here to embrace a new activity, but it's on choice and cleanse your body of this. So it is a choice on whether or not you want to shift this energy up. They're definitely shedding the light on it here with the golden flower. So it's a beneficial. It will be of value to you, a benefit to you, to address the coping mechanism. So the new activity, like I said, could be counseling, could just be talking to someone. Okay. Now what's interesting is the swan here, so self-esteem, loving self, confidence, right? That's right away, that's what this card is. So again, the pulling of the hair, the biting of the nails, anxiety, self-confidence, right? Stepping out, that's why you're hiding away, you're not stepping out with self-confidence. But the other thing I like about this card, and what I like most about this card, is this kind of beautiful duck swan here. She's bathing in milk and honey. And that's nourishment for the skin, nourishment for the hair, nourishment for the soul, right? Nice warm bath. So I don't know if your body just needs like cream. If you're in a high anxiety state, and I know this from relatives, you'll get like dry skin or psoriasis, right? So the calming of the flakiness, the itchingness, but it's triggered by the head space, by the emotional space, right? The head space, the emotional space. There's this, I just feel like your hair, your skin, your outer shell here is becoming beautiful. It is already beautiful. I mean, you're a beautiful swan, a beautiful duck, but then you're just got this beautiful milk and honey here, just kind of washing over you. Aloe. Maybe that's the new activity, the cleansing of the body. Instead of change this up, instead of biting your nails, get into a habit of maybe painting your nails. Like still focus on the area instead of pulling on hairs or chewing on the inside of your lip. Lean into something maybe more creative. Get your hands doing something. Get busy. Do a puzzle, do a craft. These guys are crafty, artistic over here, right? They're creators. Anything's possible. Get more sleep has my loving support here from the other side. Your loved ones from the other side, your angels, your soul energies trying to pick your foot up, right? The butterfly is trying to lift the toe up and get this foot walking forward, one step forward in the right direction. It says get more sleep, but I don't think they're telling you to get more sleep. We're coming back to the dream here, right? You've asked them, what the heck's wrong with me, right? Your angel wants to answer you in your sleep or has been answering you in your sleep. And they've been trying to uplift you, trying to get you to love yourself again, trying to get you to step outside, try to get you to be confident. If you're job hunting right now and you're not getting anywhere, you might be saying, what's wrong with me? I don't understand what's wrong with me. And they're saying, nothing's wrong with you. Just knock on the next door. That place wasn't meant for you. So that could also deplete you, right? Self-confidence. A lot of kind of self-confidence here. Self-esteem is getting hurt with you guys. Coming up here to listen to your body. So you've got your angels, and then your angels up here with the cross, so spiritual, butterfly, cross. So they're trying to uplift you. They will visit you in your dreams. If you can try to lucid dream tonight, throw in a 5-minute lucid dreaming YouTube video, binaural beats, whatever it is, before you close your eyes. But just try to be open and aware when you dream tonight with good intention before you hit the pillow. Just say, I'm ready to visit with you tonight. And your angel, your soul, loved one's going to come in. I truly feel, right? Listen to your body's message. Listen to your dreams' message. Even if you're someone who wakes up and says, I don't remember my dreams, if you fall asleep with the intention, like before you close your eyes, if you can remember to tell yourself, I will be active, I will participate, I will listen in my dream. Even in your waking life, if you don't listen, you might have like deja vu moments. You might just wake up feeling better today than yesterday. Yeah, that kind of feeling. Listen to your body's message. You're going to feel it. If you don't hear it in your sleep, you're going to feel it. Okay. Oh, look at the magic. Got a magic Pegasus here. And look how they're jumping over the gap, or I guess flying, right? Flying forward, leap forward, this big change, shooting star, wishes coming true, magic. I'm just pulling them in because they want me to show off the wings here to you. I don't know what importance that is to you, so if it connects and feels relevant. But there's like this shimmering gold, kind of beautiful, translucent shine, shimmer to them. But I mean, this is you, right? This is you. Maybe that's what they want me to remind you, is that you shine, you shimmer. Look how beautiful people see you as. Maybe you're lacking in understanding that other people see you this way. But there's this leap forward, right? You can regain the peace, the confidence, the white here, the white Pegasus stallion. Look at a wish coming true. Look at the shooting star. So that's the job coming in, shifting from why doesn't anybody like me? What's wrong with me? To nothing's wrong with me. The next door is going to open. Bam, it opens. Screw that ex. Everything they said to me is BS. Boom. Here comes your soulmate, right? Get ready. Once you change and go back to self, once you get your building block, once you get your confidence, your physical thing that might be slowing you down, making you feel slumped, once you get that dealt with a little bit of help, a little bit of support, bam, you just glow up. You come back to yourself. You're back to your brilliance. Okay, so we're going to end off here on our final message here to the side. Maybe I'll just scoot the camera over. Not sure what the focus is doing today. There we go. Okay. So we have a special message for you, and it's peace, love and peace, right? Peace and love, 60s, 70s energy, right? Love and peace, love self. And what were they? They were embraced, or that culture, I shouldn't say what were they? That culture was all about that mindset, right? That approach to life, that joie de vivre. Today you can create whatever. Today you can do whatever. What do you want to do today? Do it. Peace and love. Don't be so hard on yourself. Maybe it's your internal saboteur that's attacking you right now. We have blood tests can help. I did talk over here about iron. That's where we started. Iron, blood sugar levels, cholesterol, all the, I guess, more commonplace elements of our body that we work on to keep in proper balance, right, that we're aware of. So we have the blood test can help, and we have the bottle of perfume. So again, this is looking good, feeling good, but in order to look good, feel good, it's more of the feel good, right, the physical. Listen to the physical body. It's not so much the cover up. You don't need the makeup, the perfumes to look and feel good. You just need to be yourself. Be confident and self-accepting. Fracture or fall. This is your world sitting on top of that. Oh, and it just fell out of my hand. So in terms of an actual, fracture or fall concern, that would be distraction from sort of the headspace and feeling off. So if you feel off, especially if your sugar levels drop or iron's low, so that could be stumbling, leaning, suddenly fainting, right? So be careful of that. But it's the world charm, so this would be at home or at work, where you spend the bulk of your time. So whatever you consider as your home base, your world. This is my world. Oftentimes our work environment is also our world. Our school environment is also our world. So be careful in your environments. But also sort of this peace and love, getting back to full body balance, that can either make or break your world, right? You can make or break how you feel today. You can make and break how you approach and navigate every day through the world, right? Oh, look at the world on your mind. Okay, they wanted it this way, right? So going from the weight of the world on your mind, whatever is driving that anxiety, right? Whatever is driving this imbalance, right? Once you figure it out, because you're looking at all this. So again, I usually want to put this card this way. Most hangman cards, I always want to flip around. But today I'm going to flip it. And the reason why I'm flipping it is because of where we started off with, right? Here's that chart. And now it's the opposite. Way down low, no longer depleted, right? Everything is where it's meant to be. The structure is where it's meant to be. And then here's your golden path. Everything's back in place. Not only are you not depleted, maybe this was your heart zone. So it's doubled in size. You went from depleted to overjoyed. And then they have this golden path, right? We're going to pull you out here. Your world is back to where you want it. Your world is feeling good. You're feeling good. You're feeling beautiful again. Boom. Let's follow this golden path, this golden ticket. And you can see it here in the hue. Look how the hue shifts. And off you go. Look at this. This is such a beautiful card too. Look at you. Your bags are packed. You're feeling good. You're ready to set out and grab all that is meant for you. Look at that future. Look at your next chapter, next phase, next stage, next period, next job, next relationship. Look how much it's shining here for you. It's like a beacon. I bet you if we continued, if I was to pull another card, we might get the lighthouse card. There's some kind of beacon here around the corner for you. Follow your heart. Follow your body's message also means follow your intuition. Follow where your heart is pulling you. So beautiful message here for you guys in terms of kind of stepping out, asking for help, or just letting people know that you're feeling off or blocked. You know, something's depleted. One of your areas you're depleted feels more emotional for some of us, but we do have the blood tests here. We do have spirituality here as well. So some area, you're just depleted, but let's get your world back to feeling whole. Let's lift you up. And like I said, tap into your dreams tonight. Let's get some wishes coming true here. Let's getting you leaping forward and feeling better. And I'll see you all at our next month health reading.